Hey, friend, let me talk to you today about something we all go through but rarely unpack fully: disappointment. Not the kind you shake off with a cup of coffee and a deep breath. I mean deep disappointment. The kind that hits your chest, shakes your mind, and nearly takes your breath away. I want to share with you what I experienced emotionally, because maybe, just maybe, you'll hear your own journey in mine. It came in phases for me. That's how I experienced it, almost like emotional waves, one heavier than the last. At first, it was just the realization: this actually happened, they actually did that, I'm actually here. Then came the anger, hot, sharp, raw. It was like lava under my skin, boiling, wild, and uncontainable. And the hardest part? Knowing exactly who or what caused that pain and feeling powerless to change it. There were moments I wanted to lash out, to scream, to confront, but it felt like doing so would poison me even more. I could feel myself losing control. From the outside, watching myself spin and wondering, am I okay? Will I be okay? That's when the intrusive thoughts came. Dark, uninvited, and persistent. Thoughts that scared me. Thoughts I never imagined could live in my mind. I kept thinking, if this is shaking me like this, what about others? How are people coping? Are we all this close to the edge sometimes? I started to question my own sanity. At what point do we realize that we're not okay, that the mental spiral is more than just a bad day? This was more than disappointment. This was emotional trauma. And here's the thing: if I had stayed in that space, if I had let those thoughts cement themselves into my soul, I don't know where I'd be right now. But something shifted. Not overnight, not magically, but through one hard, honest moment at a time. The first thing I had to do was tell myself the truth. I'm not okay right now, and that's okay. Then I started reaching for stillness, not isolation, but intentional solitude. Me alone where I could breathe, cry, pray, and just feel without the pressure to pretend. I turned to scripture, not out of habit, but out of desperation. I needed something greater than me to ground me. Verses that reminded me of peace, of hope, of purpose. Even when I didn't fully believe them yet, I kept meditating on them, speaking life until life began to grow again. I also started to ask questions, not why me, but how do I get through this? How have others coped? That small shift moved me from victimhood to seeking healing. And here's what I learned. Self-awareness is a gift. When we can admit we're not okay, we give ourselves permission to heal. When we seek healthy ways to cope, prayer, journaling, therapy, silence, nature, we tell our pain, you don't get to define me. I knew I had to get better, not just for myself, but for my kids. As a single mom, I couldn't afford to let the emotional fire spread to them. There were days I cried in the bathroom while they napped, nights I broke down after bedtime stories. But I was determined. They wouldn't feel the full weight of what I was going through. So here I am, still healing, still growing, but stronger, clearer, more grounded. Disappointment didn't win. It taught me. It refined me. And if you're in that place right now, if you're hurting and feel like you're barely holding it together, please know this is a phase, not your future. You can choose healing. You can find your way back to yourself. And when you do, I promise you, you'll be proud of how far you've come. If this video spoke to you, inspired you, or helped you feel a little less alone, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it too. Your support helps this message reach more hearts. Until next time, stay grounded, stay healing, and stay hopeful.